Greetings, everyone. It is I, your one and only multipotentialite, Neurodivergent host,
the Cosmic Jedi. Welcome back to my channel.
I just want to rant. I want to rant about a number of things.
Here we go.
I'm bored and I'm tired of the Bullseye character.
Come on.
Either finish him once and for all, or like I said, he turns semi-good guy.
What?
Or he teams up with the good guys for one last hurrah, and then maybe gets an ambiguous death. But if he gets an ambiguous death, we don't know if he's dead or not. Don't bring him back. For me, I'm not telling Marvel, don't bring him back. I'm done.
Damn.
I don't know if Marvel plans to bring in other villains from the Daredevil Rogues Gallery as well, or not. But it's boring. Just the same trope as well with the will Daredevil tell his new love interest? Will Matt Murdock tell his new love interest that he's Daredevil? I'm also bored of that. How many times can we sit through that? How many times?
He ain't lying.
And I'm not saying in Daredevil alone. I'm saying in terms of the superhero trope. How many times are we gonna sit through that? How about Matt? Stay single.
What?
Or you find someone who is in tune, who you feel is open enough to find your soulmate, find your twin flame, find your person, because and I think it's a disservice as well on any other woman he'll date who he thinks he can hide himself from forever, especially if bro.
As day comes and night falls, for the rest of our lives we'll miss y'all.
The Bullseye thing. Let me just stick to the Bullseye thing first. The bullet. If what he did exactly, I meant to say that using his tooth to take down that guy, you have to have a very strong mouth.
What do you mean by that?
Your tongue, everything, your whole head has to be real strong and powerful to be able to flick your tooth into someone's eye.
What?
I mean, I'm assuming it hurt bad, right? Because I could spit stone in someone's eye, but it wouldn't. I don't want to test it out. I don't want to be in front of someone and say, let's just test this thing out and see how. You can put a watermelon and spit in front of a watermelon and see how much force, your tooth will, or whatever object in your mouth will affect the watermelon, and see how, I don't know, man. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. The fact that he knew he was going to lose a tooth after Matt hitting him. But why Matt though? He could have easily picked a fight with no, you see that? I don't know. That whole process was that's precise planning. Yeah. Because you had to have known Matt was going to eventually smack your face into the table. He could have just given him a backhand. What if you gave him a bitch slap?
Damn, son.
You're trying to say Matt is so strong that you could have given Bullseye a very good bitch slap and then it'd have dislodged his tooth? Or was his tooth already ready to come out? So you just needed that extra force to, but that's also, that's a stretch of his story now. So you mean he had a loose tooth all this time, he just needed someone to hit? I don't know, but it's still a stretch of his, because you I don't know, because when he said thank you after Matt hit his face on the table, it's like, thank you, because that's what I was waiting for. I knew you would do it, and you're the only one I knew who could do it. But that's a gamble.
He ain't lying.
That's a massive gamble, knowing you're getting moved and they're gonna deal with you in the next. Nah, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. It's a massive gamble. I don't know how. Nah. That part was like, that's a stretch, man. I mean, your teeth are perfectly fine, and you knew Matt Murdock's would do something to you, punch you so hard you would lose a tooth. So that means all the time you've been fine. You've been losing teeth? Because these teeth look fine. So why is it that this one time Matt hits you, that's when you're about to lose that tooth? Nah, either his tooth was wobbly and he needed Matt to do that, and then... But how did he know Matt would say take him to the... But he knew he wouldn't tell the truth that he hit him. He'd have to lie. Golly, man. That part was like, that's a stretch, dude. Y'all want me to buy that this dude had a wobbly tooth all this time, and he banked on Matt getting so upset that he would hit him and then dislodge that tooth, and then banked on Matt saying take this guy to the doctor to get some stitches because he banged his face. He's hitting himself on the I don't know, because every time he's been fighting Matt, he ain't lost no tooth. This one time Matt hits his face on the table, he loses a tooth, so that means that tooth was wobbly, and that's all he needed. But why not have a tussle with one of the guards, get the tooth go through the whole process of lose the tooth, hold it, and then request to get stitches at a doctor. That could be. You could have done the exact same thing. Start a fight with a guard, knock you out, or not knock you out, but get punched so hard that wobbly tooth gets dislodged. You hold it and then complain and say, "Yo, I need to get stitches. I need some medical care." Go to the doctor. They go through the whole process. But the fact you are spitting your own tooth inside someone's eye, and I said, Anyway, it's just stretch. Maybe the upgrade they made to his spine made his mouth and his jaw really strong and powerful. The whole head, because he had to spit that thing out with force. But that was a cool escape scene. Kinda. It's just I was like, I don't know, but whatever, he gets away, gets to the ball, and then does what he does. That's why I said at this point, he needs to team up with Daredevil and Frank Castle.
What?
Because I'm just bored of him doing his nonsense. Because now he's going to be confused. Why would Matt jump in front of Kingpin? Does he know Matt Murdock is Daredevil? He must know Matt Murdock is Daredevil. Kingpin told him, right? In season 3. Didn't Kingpin tell him? Because he must have known. Surely he knows. I mean, isn't it easy? Why would Kingpin keep that from him? That's information that he would... I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it again. I'm under the impression Bullseye knows Matt Murdock is Daredevil, right? I could be wrong. Let a brother know in the comments.
Don't ask questions.
I wonder what's going to go through his mind. Why did he take the bullet? Or maybe then he's going to know, yeah, that guy is definitely Daredevil. How would you know I was going to shoot? Because he wasn't in front of Kingpin. So where Bullseye took the shot was Kingpin's heart, right? But we could argue it was his heart. That wasn't like, let me just maim you or wound you or take your shoulder. I mean, technically, if you really wanted to kill him, he's going for the head.
That's right.
Technically, and yo, Daredevil is so skilled that he knew the exact position. Is that a super? Wait a minute. Let me ponder on that one, guys. Give me a second. So he knew where the bullet was gonna hit. Is that part of Daredevil's superpowers?
Don't ask questions.
Like he knows where you're about to get. Like he knows where you're shooting from, and then he can sense the trajectory of the bullet, and he knows the part of your body the bullet's gonna hit. I don't know. I love the character, but I was like, yo, isn't that like premonition? You can see the future. I was like, hold on a minute. How did you know the bullet's gonna hit his shoulder? Because he could have jumped and the bullet could have just hit Kingpin's forehead. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes the writing is cool, but sometimes like, you're messing up. If you really wanted to kill Kingpin or hurt him or damage him, you could have hit Vanessa. But they say you went for his. I'm like, shoot him in the heart is cool, but you don't know if he's got armor on. The one place that's exposed where there's no armor clearly is his head. There's no way Matt would have jumped in front of that. There's no way Daredevil would say, let me take the bullet for you. I'm out. What? Kill him! Finish him quick, thank God. So I can have a better relationship with this woman here. Or these women.
Aha!
I'll find your soulmate. Nah, that's a stretch for me, man. Yeah. Those are two things that I feel is a stretch. Bullseye losing that tooth. It had to be wobbly before. Otherwise, boy. And then Matt requesting that he get taken to the doctor. And if Matt didn't come through, what would he have done? So now he just sat here with a wobbly tooth in the mouth, and then Matt didn't show up. So what would have been his plan? It's like the universe is just messing with both of them. Because if Bullseye didn't show up, if Bullseye didn't show up to the ball, then what would Matt have done to Kingpin and Vanessa? Because the way he's moving right now, I mean, let's face it, either you just, it's like the Clark Kent and Superman thing. Either you do the Kal-El Superman or you do Clark Kent, and you got to balance it out. Choose one or the other. I don't mind him going full on Daredevil and no Matt Murdock. I'm cool with it. It's more action for me, but it just needs to be balanced out. Okay, I think we're done with the Bullseye department of this rant. The next rant is his girlfriend choice. What? I think dating someone who's a therapist or psychiatrist or both or whatever. I can't remember what her profession is. I think that's cool because they can help you alleviate the stress, because you've got the religion, which is, your quote unquote spiritual side. Then you got the psychological side, and it makes sense to date someone like her or to see someone like her who you can trust. But it's like it's a no-brainer dating someone like her who you can also trust with your secret identity, knowing she wouldn't give it away or she wouldn't sell you out. So on paper, that's a great relationship. That's a great union to me, because I'm a superhero, and again, like I said, the religious side with the Catholic side But at the same time, the whole psychological side, yo, I don't know if I can keep doing this. She'd probably be the one to be like, yo, take a chill pill, relax, breathe, or even help him with the psychology or help him with understanding the psychology of his villains, the enemies, and even the psychology of Kingpin as well. So it's like a match made in heaven on paper. But the way the showrunners chose to write her character is a little off for me. There's a term she used twice now. I know she went through the whole ordeal of almost getting killed and whatnot by Muse the second time. No, sorry, not the second time. I'm confused. My bad. It's a statement she made.
Anybody who needs a mask is a coward.
Damn.
Almost everyone is wearing a mask. Even you, probably.
He ain't lying.
You choose therapy or psychology or whatever to help the human beings with their pain and mental blockages, trauma, childhood trauma, parental trauma and abuse, even like a legacy of trauma from within the family. You're helping an individual deal with that, so that way they're better for themselves and the people around them. Now, even if the people around them are still difficult and really they're beyond saving, they can at least get an essence from you, or they can sense your light has changed, and that alone, you become the change you want to see just by going to the therapists and psychologists and them helping you out with your issues. You become better, and that lightness within your soul transfers over into other people, your friends, your family members, and strangers, and everyone heals together. So to say someone who wears a mask is a coward or something like that, almost everyone is wearing a mask. Almost everyone is acting, trying to be something that they naturally aren't. That's why I was like, yo, Matt needs to find a better caliber of woman to date. I was gonna say women, but find your woman, because on paper she's great.
That's right.
She can help you get into the psyche of your villains, at least. So it's that's why I said on paper it's like a match made in heaven. But I'm that's another trope I'm done with. Stop dating women who you don't feel comfortable enough with to share your secret identity with.
Nice.
Either stay single or find your soulmate, your twin flame, find your woman, find your person, the one that the Most High made for you. Because golly, every time, stop that shit, man. Even me, I would never date someone who, if I'm talking to her and she says, oh, anyone who's a vigilante is a weak man. Oh, we are single. Start again. Reset. Check, please. What? You're probably alive today because Daredevil saved you, or saved someone who, or took down someone in the past who was eventually on a pathway to come to kill you. The armed robber he took down the other day could have ended up being the guy who takes you out. You don't know that. You don't know. Yeah. If there was no Daredevil, that's how Muse would have ended her. She would have been the next target for Muse if there was no Daredevil. And you could argue that if there was no Daredevil, there'd be no Muse. No. Muse is already messed up. Thank you very much. Whatever experience he had in his childhood is not the fault of Daredevil. Daredevil didn't give birth to him. Daredevil didn't create him. So the lifeline or the path line would have been different. The trajectory of Muse would be slightly different. Maybe you'd have worn a black costume instead of a white costume, but his psychology was already twisted. The thing he was doing was already like predestined. So he was already who he was, whether or not Daredevil's in the picture. So Daredevil's not the reason he was made. No. You're sick. I mean, sorry, my bad. There's two. If you're disturbed, and you can be redeemed. Cool. But there's far gone too. There's redeemable and irredeemable.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Muse to me is irredeemable. I'm sorry, dude. I was like, yeah, finish him.
Damn.
Talking about I did taekwondo. Man, nobody give a shit. I did kung fu. I was like, yo, Daredevil, kick his ass and knock him out. Which also this goody two shoes. Take him out. Finish him. Girl has the nerve to talk about people who wear masks are cowards. I was like, yo, if I was in that room, I'd be like, yo, let me sit your ass down. Your whole profession is to help people take off the mask they've been forced to wear. They've been made to wear. No one wakes up and says, let me wear a mask willingly. No.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Then the second one she said about little boys or something, or I was like, oh my God.
I think I'm finally starting to understand how that violence, it just transfers from Daredevil to Muse to me.
Damn.
Not sure you can put Muse and Daredevil in the same category.
I'm not so sure that you can.
What?
They're just these underdeveloped boys hiding behind masks, trying to make it look like something more sophisticated.
It's a pretty dark view. I mean, I think they're completely different animals.
He ain't lying.
You weren't there, Matt.
No, I know. I'm just saying that Muse tried to kill you. Daredevil saved you.
I saved me. They were both out there for themselves.
This is a reflection of Matt.
What?
His ability to choose, it's not even on Matt, it's on both of them.
Damn, son.
Because they both attracted each other into their lives. So for someone who's a psychologist, or for whatever she does, forgive me, I keep forgetting the profession. For someone who does what she does, she should have read Matt off the bat.
That's right.
And yeah, Matt has the ability to, read your emotions a little bit. He can sense when you're upset to an extent. He can sense when you're lying. Cool. But still, I'm not saying Matt shouldn't get love. I'm not saying you shouldn't find love. Find love, but find the woman who loves you.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
Because every time you're going in the shower, she'll be like, yo, that bruise wasn't here yesterday. You need to be open straight away. Yo, I'm Daredevil. And she'll be like, oh, you funny. Take off your clothes. Look at the scars. I'll show you my costume. Here's the wardrobe. Here's what I've done. She doesn't believe you? All right, let me show you my super senses, even though he can't see. Come on, son. I can't date someone and be hiding myself, and each time we're going out or we're in the bedroom, I got to turn off the lights so she doesn't see my wounds and bruises. What if I get cut or get stabbed? Yes, I upgrade the suit, fine. But bruises still, man. Or no, maybe I upgrade my suit so well, I can't even get stabbed, or I rarely get bruises. How about to the mouth then? Because I'm not wearing no facial, his whole face isn't covered. And even on top of that, he rarely gets bruises. He's gotten so good at fighting. Then one day, there's a bunch of bad guys in the city. And each time there's talk about Daredevil in the city, in the particular days of the week where my girlfriend hasn't seen me. I mean, if you put 5 and 5 together, and then 2 and 4, maybe 3 and 9, come on, son. TV talking about Daredevil being out on on the streets just kicking ass consistently. Your ass ain't being home. Just tell me, man. Are you Daredevil? Tell you're something, man.
That boy is good.
My brother and I have a motto.
Here we go.
If either of us got superpowers or super abilities, we're letting each other know ASAP. I cannot be in a world where I'm a superhero and I'm not telling my brother or telling people who love me. And I understand the idea that you don't want to tell everyone just to keep them safe as well in case people find out. In some way, shape, or form, when they find out who I am, okay, who is he connected to? His mom, his auntie? Yeah, I get it. I'm not saying I don't get it. I get it. But if I'm dating you and I'm going to be coming home in bruises from time to time,
Does not compute.
I think the show needs to evolve to a state where he just tells the girl and tells some of his workmates. It just makes life easier. So that way they can be like, yo, I don't know if I want to hang out with someone who's, nah, thank you for telling me. But then it's up to you. You keep asking where have I been and I keep disappearing. Here it is, bitch. Now here's the information. What you gonna do with it? Nah. Sometimes some people too ask too much questions. It's either you work with a person and you dip, or you're a nice guy, Matt, but you're rarely here. You come up and you disappear for days. Hey, I'm Daredevil, bitch. Deal with that shit. Let's go. What's next? You want to go for dinner? You want to order takeaway? Yeah. That's why I'm like, yo, just find someone who is on your level, someone who loves the vigilante life, someone who's like, yo, I feel for the person who has to put on a mask to fight for us because police are struggling. It'd be in an ideal world where the police is like, yo, it's less stress. It takes a load off our shoulders, man.
Aha.
So it's good for us. I mean, some guy almost killed me and Daredevil showed up and saved my life. So I wouldn't say vigilantes are bad. How about those guys? Have they showed them in the show yet? Where are the police who say, yo, if it wasn't for Daredevil who stopped the mugging 2 weeks ago, I'd have been finished. Yeah. It was my mother who got mugged. And Daredevil didn't know that was my mom. So as a police officer who is saving other people or who's attending to small crimes, his mom got mugged. Daredevil saved his mom. I mean, let's have some good news too. Task Force X and Task Force 5000 or Task Force Kingpin Force, Kingpin Task. Shut up.
Damn.
Just shut up.
Damn, son.
The show is getting a little annoying now. This recent episode was really good, but I'm like, yo, you need to just, push off certain things. Like the Task Force group, I like the way they're just brash. They're like the extension of Kingpin, just like how he played the FBI. I like that. It's like, okay, you guys want to, I'll show you what I'm made of. You thought the Kingpin thing was, don't worry about it, I got you. So he stepped up from the Kingpin in season 3 with playing the FBI. Now he's got his own special task force, and he's now shaking hands with certain people who's got power. He's now he's bringing that Kingpin-esqueness from season 3 into the mayor position, mayor power. That's, oof. I mean, it kind of made sense because, not everyone in that political space is clean, right? So it makes sense that you're gonna have to touch on the corruption, everyone doing things behind closed doors. There was a lady in the ball who said she hadn't seen her husband in a little while or whatever. I don't care.
Damn, son.
I don't care about those fake people fake people in positions of fake power, whatever you in position of power. Bitch, please. Because if Kingpin really wants to kill those guys, they're finished. In fact, if Bullseye just went on a killing spree, you're done. Power where? Where's your power? Somebody got taken out by his tooth. Bullseye took someone down with his tooth. You're doing power. If I throw his scissors in your forehead, where's your power? Where's power?
No one man should have all that power.
Either make Bullseye tag team with Daredevil. I thought I said Devil McCry. Tag team with Daredevil and Frank Castle to take down the task force, or kill off Bullseye, or make it an ambiguous death. And please don't bring him back, because he's not serving any purpose right now. Even when he came to kill, if you're going to kill someone, go for the head. Like I said earlier on, go for the head. He said, I shoot you in your chest. Come on, son. And use a sniper rifle. Not even an Uzi.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
And this is a guy who's good with his aiming. He's good with throwing spoons and scissors and stones. And he could have just thrown a lot of stuff at his head and then pop, shoot him. But anyway, we'll see what the show is going for. We'll see what they do in the next season. I'm digging the whole. I'm digging the amping of Kingpin for sure. This is what I was waiting for, man. I was like, yeah, you guys are making it look like it's like they nerfed his power for a while, but I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's that ferocity is back. That energy he left behind in season 3 with the FBI. I'm like, yes, bring it back so the city can see who they voted for. These dumb idiots. Bring it back. You have to, in fact, you have to go and look for Daredevil or all your vigilante you don't like and beg them, please come and take Kingpin out. Nah, you voted him in. Use your power to take him out. The funny thing is, they don't realize they are the power. Not people who are sat in position of power. They are in the position of power. They can be like, nah, anybody who sit on this chair next time has to be righteous. If you're not righteous, get the heck out of town. Get out of here. That's my rant done, man. The show is cool. A few episodes are dull. The last recent 2 and the first one are my favorite. But the girlfriend either got to go or upgrade. And she's going to feel like a hypocrite, like a fool, especially if she finds out, or when she finds out, or if Matt tells her, or when Matt tells her. She's going to feel some type of way.
You don't understand, goddammit.
There's no way in any scenario you could tell me that Daredevil is a problem, Frank Castle is a problem. I'm sorry. Because in the same page, Spider-Man is a problem. If you say that, then you could say in the same page, Spider-Man is a problem. For all I care, someone is alive today because Daredevil saved a woman a number of years ago before she got pregnant. So because he saved her from a mugging, she got with her boyfriend, made love, now a child is born. That child is someone in a particular position today where they're serving
Damn, son.
Serving the people. Serving their community in a good way, because Daredevil happened to be somewhere where he stopped the mugging. So nah, I'm sorry. There's no argument you could give me to see it from her perspective.
Don't bullshit me.
The fact that she is the counselor or whatever you want to call it for Kingpin and Vanessa, and you're not doing your job to read the minds of these two people, especially when Matt was saying, oh, don't go to the ball, don't do this, don't do that. I bet now, he can have that over her head. Bitch, look, I got shot because of you. Damn! I got shot because of you. I told you not to go. Didn't we say not to go? But you took like, I'm going to go on my own. Bitch, you a stupid. This dude is crazy. Yeah. I got shot because of you.
Willingly? Yes.
I mean, I jumped in front of the ship, but I got shot because of you. And I can't even see. So I don't know where the bullet's going to land. Come on, son. It's just because it's all your fault. I said, let's stay home. He said, no. And I'm shot. Now I'm going to be in the hospital.
Get this man a shield.
And now any villain or any street, whatever, is going to start running rampage. Unless the task force going to stop him, I guess. But I imagine Kingpin be like, nah, you sit back. Let the city cry for this vigilante nonsense. You might play it. You might use it to say, I don't know. Because he's not going to fight nobody with that left shoulder busted. Maybe this is where Frank Castle comes in. That was a sniper rifle. Them bullets are long. I don't know if it's lodged in there or went through. That's going to be painful. You're not going to heal through that. He doesn't have any super healing abilities.
That's right.
So he should be like, yo, this is all your fault. I said, let's stay home. You said no, and I got shot because of you. My friend, give me some soup, man. Idiot. I'm Daredevil, by the way. Let me see you call me a child now or say we are cowards. Did I see you jump in front of the bullet today for Kingpin?
He ain't lying.
But you wore all this white fine dress for the ball. Did you jump? No, I jumped.
Yeah, boy.
I'm Daredevil, so now let's hear you talk mess again. Yo, I'd have been all up in her face.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Anyway, I'm done. I can't stand her character, man. I'm done. Either bring back the old love interest or, like I said, keep single. Just please, Marvel, write an intelligent love interest for Daredevil. Please. Yes?
I like this one.
I have been your one and only multipotentialite, neurodivergent host,
The Cosmic Jedi, signing out. Thank you for watching.